Welcome, Lake Howell High School, to your Hawk News.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a special edition of the Hawks News Nest. I'm Brandon O'Grady. Veterans Day is a day where Americans from sea to shining sea celebrate those who fought for the freedom we enjoy today. Here at Lake Howell, we not only celebrate these brave individuals and thank them for their service, but we also consider a few of them part of the Silverhawk family. Here are some of their stories.
My name is James Abbott. I served in the United States Marine Corps for 22 years as an infantryman and an air traffic control radar technician. What I took from the experience is my love of country and the love of fellow man, and learned how to deal with situations as far as teamwork. Instead of being an individual, I was a team player. I'm a professional in everything that I do, and it carried on to my life as far as teaching high school and teaching young adults the idea of being a responsible citizen of the United States and the honor, courage, and commitment that we need to do as American citizens.
I am Major Brian Teat. I served in the United States Marine Corps 22 years. I took a lot of things from the experience. I learned a lot about teamwork. I don't think anybody's a natural born leader, so I learned a lot about leadership. I started enlisted, moved my way through the officer ranks. I learned that throughout the world, most cultures are actually very giving and very good people, but that there's always somebody that wants to take your stuff, and you have to be ready to defend against that. So overall, I loved my experience. I met great people. I worked with wonderful people, and it gave me a real appreciation for being an American and all the benefits that we have in our society.
American Man. My name is Edward Diaz. I was actually in the U.S. Navy. I was a Navy corpsman. That's the equivalent of an Army medic. I was stationed 4 years with Marines, and my specialty was advanced trauma management and medicine. 4 years, did a couple of combat tours, Panama and Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Hey, that all life is precious, you know, and you should enjoy your time around on this earth, because hey, you never know when your last day will be.
My name is Rafael Velasquez Cruz. I was in the Army, U.S. Army. 4 years. I went in '97 and came out in 2001. The biggest thing for me was learning to interact and live with many different people from very different backgrounds and cultures, and you know, like to learn to work as a team and respect each other while doing it.
I am Frank Casillo, the principal of Lake Howell High School. I was in the United States Marine Corps, second lieutenant, 2 years. A lot I took from the experience and learned. I think it is one of the best things and one of the most beneficial things that ever happened in my life. It teaches you self-discipline, self-control, physically, makes you be the best you can be, allows you to do things you never thought you could do. I recommend, and I think it would be beneficial for everybody to serve some time in the military.
I'm Mr. Horban. I served in the U.S. Army. I served 10 years in the U.S. Army. I learned a lot of things from the experience: responsibility, teamwork, accepting responsibility for your actions. I learned a lot about organization, planning, and different things like that.
My name is Mr. Massey. I've been through multiple divisions, starting in 3rd Infantry Division, then I moved over to 4th Infantry Division in Texas, and then back to 3rd Infantry Division in Fort Stewart. I have 12 years total active duty, and then 4 years reserve time while I was in college. Well, the advantages that we have here in the United States of America: I've been around the world a couple of times, from Germany to Iraq to Afghanistan to Kuwait to Qatar to parts of Saudi Arabia. Been all over, and you really realize how good we have it here. When you see people that are still living in the dark ages, where entire cities do not have electricity or irrigation, and they do it the old-fashioned way by building their cities around rivers and digging trenches off of rivers, you realize we have some amazing advantages here.
I am Miss Adams. I'm a new physics teacher. I served 4 proud years in the Marine Corps. I took so much, it's really hard to say what in particular. I definitely took a level of discipline that I did not possess prior to. I usually joke about being issued a backbone, which some people find funny, but believe it or not, before I went in, I was actually a little bit of a mouse. Nobody would accuse me of that now, which is pretty fun. There's also a certain level of pride and confidence that is difficult to attain otherwise. And I know that I never again have to prove myself to anyone for anything. And so it gave me a level of confidence to be able to really accomplish anything I set out to.
Hi, my name is Mr. Comiskey, United States Army, 14 years. Proudly served in the United States Army Rangers, 82nd Airborne Division in Special Ops. Something I took away from my experience was I was around some of the greatest people in the world. People who laid their life down so everyone else could be protected, who did not think twice about their own safety. Right? It was about the safety of their team. And for those guys and women, I thank them very much. Happy Veterans Day.
Back in October, SCPS took to Twitter and challenged all the schools to submit a video that thanked a veteran. Many schools from around the county submitted videos and told stories about how inspirational these veterans are to them. Here's a collection of them.
Greyhounds, we have so much to be thankful for, but today we need to thank a vet. And I want to personally thank a couple vets, my father and my brother. Both people who I admire so much. I admire them just as much as I admire all of the vets here in Longwood, Florida, in Seminole County. And I just want to make sure that we have this opportunity to go out and thank a vet at this time of this year. So join me, Greyhounds, and let's thank a vet.
Hey Haggerty High School, it's Callie Jobs, your freshman class of 2019 historian. I wanted to take this time to thank all the veterans who have served and my family friend Mr. Arthurs who served in World War II. Have a great day everyone.
I'm Hannah. I'm Avery. I'm Kirsten. I'm Carly. And we support our vets.
We would like to thank all the people that serve our country and allow us to live happy and safe lives. God bless America.
You've given me the opportunity to live the life I do today, and for that I can't thank you enough.
Mr. Carl Walker, who is currently working at Walker Elementary School in Julietta, Florida. He's been teaching all of his former, current, and definitely his future students the fundamentals that our country was founded on and the values of just being nice to one another and loving each other. Thank you, Mr. Walker, definitely, for both your service and the armed forces and for taking the time every day to mentor kids. And just thank you. I'm truly proud to be an American.
You've given me a precious gift. Because of your service, I am able to be free. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tyler Miller, Senator for freshman student class. I'd like to say thank you to all the veterans, especially my grandfather who served in the Navy.
I'm Cadet Sarah Griffith from Oviedo's NJROTC, and I want to thank my dad for serving in the U.S. Navy.
I'm Cadet Andre De Jesus, and I would like to thank my grandfather for serving in the United States military.
I'm Cadet Garrett Gill, and I'd like to thank my grandfather, Edgar Ruiz, for serving the U.S. Air Force.
I'm Cadet David Brown, and I want to thank my grandfather for serving in the United States Navy.
I'm Cadet Ruiz, and I want to thank my great-grandfather for serving in the Korean War.
Thank you for fighting for my freedom.
And thank you for cutting your hair so I can grow out mine.
I'd just like to say Happy Veterans Day to all veterans at home and abroad, especially to my grandpa, Thomas Murphy, who served in the U.S. Army and just recently turned 80 years old. Have a nice day.
Did you know nearly 1 million soldiers have died in combat or combat-related events? I would like to thank all the veterans for their sacrifice and service. We honor those who have paid their price of freedom with their lives. Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you for all of the sacrifices that you guys make for us and for always protecting the red,
white, and blue.
Hello, I'm Dr. Benitez, the principal at Sable Point Elementary School. As Veterans Day is quickly approaching, we at Sable Point Elementary want to take the opportunity to thank all of the veterans for their service. I personally would like to take an opportunity to honor and thank a veteran who is very important and close to me, my dad, retired Major Stephen Mickle. Dad, thank you so much for everything you have done to serve our country and to keep us safe and keeping me safe. I love you, Dad.
For city solutions.
would like to thank all the veterans for all of your service for our country, and to name a few, here at Lake Cal, I would like to thank Mr. Comiskey,
Mr. Horvin and Mr. Massey,
Miss Adams and Mrs. Christ,
Mr. Costello and Major T,
Coach Pettit and Gunny Abbott.
Thank you all for your service in serving our country.
Thank you for watching this Hawks News Nest Veterans Day special. Have a great day, Silverhawks.